Our other top story tonight, we are learning more about Gary Faulkner, the 15-year-old with autism who drowned while swimming in Portsmouth.
He went into the Elizabeth River this afternoon and never came out. Now, Chopper 10 shows the area off Clifford Street where crews were working for much of the afternoon. And 10 on your side's Jason Marks has been covering this story since that very first call for help.
And Jason, you talked to his grandmother tonight?
Yeah, Nicole, and as you can imagine, she, along with the rest of the family, is absolutely heartbroken. And I can tell you that many here in the community are feeling the same way. Many of those community members stood here for hours on this bridge and watched those crews in the water. They waited until that 15-year-old's body was found.
Hey, there's something floating in the water over here.
It was a frantic search on the Elizabeth River.
Well, I looked over underneath the trestle and there was 3 little boys. They were playing under there, and I was thinking to myself, why in the world is 3 little kids over there by themselves? I didn't see no grown-ups.
One of those, a 15-year-old boy who went under and never came up.
So they're still searching and hoping that maybe some stroke of luck, maybe he's not in there.
Crews from all over Hampton Roads looked for hours for the teen. They focused their efforts around the Clifford Street Bridge near the Portsmouth City Park.
See him over there poking? See him? You're over there poking in the water like this. They take the sonar on it, put it down in the water, and then it scans about a pretty big area.
They're standing up there just looking down in the water, and I seen a couple police boats over there in the water, but nobody's over there where he fell in at.
When dive crews moved to that area near the trestle, they found the 15-year-old's body. We're told the water was only about 5 feet deep in that spot.
He was smart, but he done something stupid this time.
Sherry Faulkner says her 15-year-old grandson Gary had such a big heart. Gary was playing with his 2 younger cousins on and around the trestle.
I guess when they jumped in the water, he did too. But it's real muddy down there, I know that. And you can get down there and get stuck in the mud and can't get back up, and I'm afraid that's what happened.
Gary was going into the 9th grade. Family says he had autism, but didn't let that stop him.
What I don't know yet is why they didn't jump in there and try to save him.
It's a heartbreaking end, not only for a community,
It's going to be a very big tragedy.
but also the teenager's family.
I'm gonna miss him. But I know he's with the Lord. He was saved and baptized.
And you can see the trestle right there. Now, that once was a train trestle. The tracks are gone, but obviously the structure is still there. Now, about 10 years ago, when they built the nearby elementary school, they actually put up fencing so that none of the children would go onto that trestle. But there are spots in the fence where people can still get through and get onto it. So the question here, Nicole, tonight is why hasn't that been torn down? Many of the people I spoke with here in the community, many came up to me and said, you know, that should be gone. That's obviously a recipe for disaster. Obviously, we had that tragedy happen today, and that's something we'll be asking city leaders in the next couple days.
Certainly some unanswered questions still tonight. Thank you, Jason, live for us there in Portsmouth.